Hi, folks. We are here with Liz Kreniak with PremierGems.ca, and Liz is here to talk to us about the 5 different metal choices you have when you are picking and designing your custom jewelry. Liz, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. It's fun doing these every week. Different metal types is something that's really big to consider when you're making your custom ring. There's 5 different types that are commonly used. First, we're going to start off with silver. Silver is easy to come by, easy to work with, and people have used it for centuries. What's used in Canada and throughout Europe is 925 sterling silver. Really all you need to know is silver is really soft on its own, so we have to add something called an alloy to make it strong enough for us to wear. So we add a teeny tiny bit of copper. So that's 92.5% silver and the rest copper. Next would be your white and your yellow gold. And I'm going to pair these ones together, so it's going to be a kind of a two-parter. But yellow gold, all the gold that comes out of the ground is yellow. But it's the same thing as silver. It's too soft for us to wear. You can practically sculpt raw gold. So we have to add other things to make it strong enough to wear. So your yellow gold will have a little tiny bit, and this is a standard procedure. Every country has to follow these steps in order to be stamped in the right carat, weight. Anyway, yellow gold, it has a little bit of brass and silver, and that makes up 10 or 14 karat yellow. White gold has a little bit of yellow in it, and it's mostly nickel and silver, or palladium and silver. That's a whole other thing too. So when we have the white gold, you have to rhodium plate it usually. Rhodium is its own metal as well, and that goes right on top. It's a plating that goes right on top of your white gold. So your white gold, rhodium on top, because the white gold looks a little bit yellow, but we want to make it look whiter. So we will put on that rhodium on top. So we have silver, yellow gold, white gold. Next one is going to be rose gold, which is becoming very popular right now, and I'm excited. I think it's beautiful. That is the yellow gold that's naturally out of the ground. That's a little bit of silver and a little bit more copper, and that makes your pinkish rosy color. And it's a really nice alloy that we use, and people have used for centuries as well. Another option, which is platinum. Platinum is very dense. It's a whole other metal. It's very dense. It's very heavy, but it's also very good for your settings because it will last a very long time. And people like the fact that it will move and set your stone, and we don't have to work too much to make it stay there. And that's another option too. One thing to know about platinum is it is not indestructible. It does scratch, it does frost. It's just part of the life of a ring. You just have to get it polished once in a while. Not a big deal, but it does keep a nice whiteness. So those would be the 5 different metals that you can use.
Wow, I had no idea so much went into even just making a metal like a different color or making it even wearable. It sounds like you guys have a pretty big chemistry situation back there.
It is all chemistry. It's actually called metallurgy. But it's been something that we've been doing for many, many years, and it's a standard practice all across the board. So all metals that are sold in Canada have if you look on the inside, have a maker's stamp, so a person who did it, and then it will have a carat stamp, and that'll be 10K, 14K, 18K, and those are all different proportions of the metal. So.
Well, thank you. That's very informative. So are there any sort of misconceptions around types of other metals, like beyond this 5, that as a buyer we should know about?
Beyond this 5, there is a new trend called black gold. That is when I was talking about rhodium. Rhodium comes in this nice white platinum looking color, but it also comes in this matte black, which is great for little details. It's not good for coating your entire ring in. It does wear off, and it doesn't look pretty months down the road. A lot of the pictures that you see online of this black gold, they're not actual rings. These are digital renderings made by artists like myself who have played around with different settings in our 3D programs and are trying to experiment with different colors. But black gold, we use the black rhodium, mostly for accenting settings, for little details, but not for the whole ring.
Gotcha. Well, thank you so much, Liz. It's been really informative.
Okay.
If we need to get a hold of you to get more tips or to ask more questions, where would we find you?
We're on Facebook, Premier Gems, Instagram, Premier Gems YYC. You can email me at liz@premiergems.ca.
Great. Thank you so much, Liz. We'll see you next week.
Okay, see you.